Hello and welcome to Rebel to Rise, where business meets human design. I'm Erin Hines, your darn good business coach, here to help you break the rules, trust your instincts, and own your brilliance unapologetically. In this space, we blend the power of human design with real-world business strategy so you can ditch the shoulds, embrace your true self, and create a life and career that lights you up every single day. Ready to rebel, rise, and redefine success on your terms? Let's dive into today's episode. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Rebel to Rise, where business meets human design. And today we're diving into one of my favorite topics, something that truly has changed not just my life, but my business, and that is human design. Now, I realized some of you might be familiar with human design, you maybe have never heard of it, maybe you know about it a little bit, but it seems like this complicated, mystical thing that you've never fully grasped. But don't worry, my goal today is to break down human design in a very simple, understandable, layman's terms. And for those of you that are already obsessed with human design like me, make sure to stick around, because even with all the knowledge that I have about human design, every time I listen to the basics again, I learn something new. Plus, I'm going to talk about how to use human design in practical and actually very useful ways for you as a CEO, a business owner, and a leader. So, at its core, human design is not just about putting you into a box, it's about freeing you from a box. Rebelling, we might say. It's about understanding how you are uniquely designed to thrive, so you could stop forcing yourself to work in a way that doesn't feel natural, but instead build your business and life in alignment with how your energy is wanting to flow. So let's get into it. What is human design? Human design was developed in the 1980s by Ra Ru Hu, who founded the system. Since then, it has also been validated by scientific findings. Human design is based off the science of differentiation, that we're all unique with a unique purpose, and that's why I often refer it to unique puzzle pieces. We're all meant to be unique and have a purpose, so the whole world works together and we're all thriving, so there's less resistance. The human design system is a blend of ancient sciences like astrology, the I Ching, the Tree of Life from Kabbalah, and the chakra system, and it's blended with modern sciences of quantum physics, genetics, biochemistry, astronomy, neuroscience, and it's here to give you this unique blueprint of how your energy works. It takes this combination of ancient and modern sciences to create an energetic map of how you are energetically designed to be and interact with the world, so you can make the correct aligned decisions for yourself. The way I see human design, it's a mirror to how you were designed to thrive in this world before you were told who you should be. Because, again, every human is different, and human design teaches you to embrace your differences and stop following what we think we should be doing, but rather be doing what is best for us, so we could fulfill our purpose in this world. Your human design chart is also called your body graph, and it's calculated with your exact birth time, day, and location. I have found it could be insanely accurate on mirroring who you are meant to be in this world. There's those parts of you that you might have forgotten, things you really used to enjoy, and through conditioning, you've kind of lost sight of who you are. And so human design helps bring you back to who you're meant to be. And I'll be honest, when I first found human design, I was very hesitant. I thought, just based on my birthday, time, and place, it knows who I'm supposed to be, what my purpose is. It sounded way too good to be true, but as it turns out, knowing those 3 facts about me was the best thing about it. I could compare human design to such self-discovery tests like Myers-Briggs or StrengthsFinder, which have been both very instrumental in my career journey, but those results can be swayed based on how I perceived myself or I subconsciously wanted to be. Where with human design, there isn't a long list of questions to answer, only facts about your birth information. That's it. There was no way for me to sway the results in my favor. And I think because of that, human design has touched me on such a soul level where I've never felt so seen or validated. I was shocked, like, how the hell does it know that about me? I didn't know how to put words to so many things about who I am. Yet human design somehow found these words that felt so spot on to who I felt I was. I just wasn't able to communicate that to the world. Value of the human design system lies in its ability to help people better understand themselves and recognize their natural strengths and weaknesses and gain insight to personal decision-making processes or relationships with others and optimal work styles. It really serves as a personal growth and self-improvement tool to help be more mindful of your energetic patterns so you could be more purposeful at navigating your life and you're able to make choices that align more closely with your true nature. You're able to lead a life that's more fulfilling and authentic, which will directly translate into your business. The more that you're able to be yourself, the more that it'll feel less like an uphill battle and it'll be sustainable and you could build on your success after success to create a really thriving career that you've always dreamed of. There's a lot of depth to human design. It could teach you a lot about yourself. Like I said, it could tell you your purpose, how you're meant to communicate with others, what grounds you. But in its simplest form, human design reveals how your natural energy flows, how you're meant to make decisions, and how you're meant to interact with others in the world around you. For CEOs, business owners, or leaders, this is really powerful to know about yourself because the more you understand how you're designed to operate, you could stop second guessing yourself all the time. You could stop trying to fit into these business strategies that don't work for you and actually start making decisions that feel right. That when you say yes to something, it's this deep knowing that I'm on the right path. So before we dive any further, I do want to say this. Human design is not meant to be followed like a rigid rule book or fact. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If something doesn't feel aligned for you, that's okay. The goal is to help you understand and trust yourself more and not follow another system blindly. So what I want to teach you today is about the 5 main energy types in human design. And your type determines how your energy moves through the world. If you don't know your type yet, you could go to my website, darngoodbusinesscoach.com. I'll leave a link below, and you could look up your human design chart for free. Or if you want, you could just listen to the rest of this episode, kind of see what type you relate to, and then you could look up your chart later and see if that was your type that you related to. As a side note, as I was editing this podcast, there was so much more I wanted to say on each human design type. So I have broken down each human design type into its own episode to give you all the juicy details about your human design type, your strategy, and how to apply that to your business. So listen to this one, get some insights, but no, individual episodes are coming soon. First up, we're going to talk about generators. I am a generator, so I know this energy very well. Generators are 37% of the population. They are the builders and life force energy of the planet. Generators are the powerhouses of the world. You have constant energy and are designed to wake up every day and pour yourself into things that light you up. But though you have this endless energy, here's the catch. You're not meant to force or chase opportunities. Your strategy is to respond, to embody this responding, start recognizing the power of your gut instincts and learning to trust those responses. Your energy is best utilized when you engage with things that light you up. So follow your passions and pursue work that just brings joy and fulfillment for you. Because when you're not excited about what you're doing, or you didn't respond to something, you initiated something, your energy is going to drain so quickly. So when your gut's saying yes, you know you're going to have endless energy. When your gut says no, you're going to burn out if you take on that task. Part of this is patience. The right timing and the right opportunities will come to you. So avoid rushing to make decisions or take action without listening to your gut first. Because by waiting for those right opportunities, you allow yourself to align with the flow of life and experience greater satisfaction. So what this means for business is, instead of pushing to make things happen, wait for things to show up in your world and notice what excites you and follow what excites you. If something feels like a full body yes, go for it. If it feels like meh, trust that and walk away. A maybe is often a no. You only have to be 80% sure for it to be a yes. And generators burn out when they say yes to things out of obligation instead of genuine excitement. So make sure you protect your energy so you don't burn out. Next, we're going to move on to manifesting generators, which is 33% of the population, and you are the multi-passionate creators. Manifesting generators are like generators, but they move faster and they're more multi-passionate. What's so special about you is manifesting generators have the energy to do a million things at once, can complete it all, and you really thrive when you follow your excitement. And just like generators, it's important for you to listen to your body's response and follow your gut instinct. Pay attention to those things that really excite and energize you, because those things are what are in alignment for you and where you're going to make the biggest impact. So, what does all this mean as a manifesting generator in business? Is really give yourself permission to pivot and experiment. You don't have to stick to one thing forever. Follow what lights you up in the moment, and don't apologize when you change directions. People will soon learn that you pivoting is going to benefit everyone around you. And efficiency is key. Manifesting generators love shortcuts and optimizing workflows. That is one of the ways you're able to accomplish so much in so little time, is your efficiency. So if something feels slow or frustrating, it's just a sign to find another way to do it, make it easier, or maybe you just need to move on. Next, we are going to move on to projectors, who are 20% of the population, and they are guides and visionaries. Projectors are natural leaders and advisors with a deep ability to see and guide others. But unlike generators or manifesting generators, you don't have consistent energy. Really embrace that you have a limited reservoir of energy and focus on quality over quantity of the endeavors you take on. Because by allowing yourself time for rest and rejuvenation, you can maintain the clarity and vitality that's necessary for you to be able to guide others effectively. So the more rest you're able to have, the more that you're able to step back from what you're doing, reconnect to that bigger picture, and the next step of what needs to be done will clearly be in front of you. So the more that you're able to rest, the more you're able to see how to guide others. And you should also embrace your gift of deep perception and observation. As a projector, you have a keen ability to see the potentials and talents of others. By actively listening and observing, You could offer valuable insights and guidance that can positively impact lives of those around you. And though you could make an impact on others, you need to remember that not everyone will be ready or open to receiving your guidance. Your projector strategy is to wait for invitation. Not everyone will be ready and open to receive your guidance. So really wait for others to seek your guidance and wisdom rather than forcing it upon them, so you can ensure that your guidance and insight is valued and appreciated. So what this means in business is you thrive in leadership, coaching, or guiding roles. Your wisdom is powerful, but people need to be ready to receive it. Instead of trying to push your ideas on others, put yourself in spaces where your gifts are going to be recognized. So a manager role is perfect. They already see you as a leader. Or something like social media. Them following you is already that invitation for you to share your insights. And rest is a non-negotiable for projectors. Honor your energy. Give yourself breaks. Next, we're going to talk about manifestors. They are 9% of the population, and they are our initiators. They are the trailblazers. You are designed to start things, create movements, and lead boldly. You're the ones coming up with ideas we didn't even know we needed, and you go out and make it happen. Unlike generators or manifesting generators, you don't have to wait to respond. You're here to get an idea and go initiate it. And this innate power to initiate is what brings change to the world. Your energy is best utilized when you trust your inner impulses and act upon them decisively. Embrace your ability to manifest your visions and desires into reality by taking bold and independent actions. You need to allow yourself the freedom to follow your own path without external interference, and by setting boundaries, you are protecting your energy to create a space for your creative endeavors and personal growth without people stepping in and wondering, what are you doing? And asking 100 questions. By communicating up front, you're able to take off with your idea. As a manifestor, you thrive when you have the freedom to follow your own unique path and listen to your inner voice, trusting your instincts. So what this means for business is you have an urge to create something, go for it. But let people know what you're doing before you do it. It's not about getting permission from people. It's about telling them so they stand back and let you do your thing. Also, honor your need for autonomy and alone time. Manifestors thrive when they have freedom. Next, we're going to move on to reflectors, and that is 1% of the population. Reflectors are our mirrors. They are deeply sensitive to their environments and are designed to mirror the energy of the people around them. Reflectors have no defined energy centers, which means they experience life through the energies of others. This makes them highly intuitive, but it also means they have to be very mindful of who they surround themselves with. Because if they're around a bunch of negative people, they're going to take on that negative energy and start being negative themselves. Your ability as a reflector to reflect the energies and dynamics of the world around you is where your unique gift lies. This capacity to mirror the state of the collective and offer valuable insights. So it's really important, because you're so sensitive to the environment, to create spaces of solitude and reflection. So you could tune out everyone else's energy and tap into your own insights. And by honoring this need for introspection, reflectors can get deeper insights into the dynamics of the world and your place within it. Reflectors are highly sensitive to their physical environment, so it's critical to prioritize your health, your self-care, and create a harmonious living space so you could enhance your ability to accurately reflect the energies around you. What this means for business is your environment deeply affects you. Make sure that your workplace feels good to you. It's also important for you to give yourself time to make decisions. Reflectors are meant to wait a full lunar cycle, 28 days, before making big decisions. Give yourself time to reflect, and the more time you give yourself to reflect, more information will come to you to make that right decision for you. You are here to observe, reflect, and guide. You see things others don't, so trust that. Those are the 5 human design energy types. Why this matters in business is knowing your human design and understanding your type and your strategy. It's an absolute game changer. For me, once I learned about responding as a generator, it was like, what? I don't need to initiate? When I just come up with an idea for an offer and put it out there, it never works. And now I know why. Because I didn't respond to the need of my audience. I'm just like, yeah, let's do this. This sounds good. I think this works. Versus if someone actually came like, hey, I need help with this, and then I created an offer or an episode here on that topic, it's going to do fantastic because I responded to something versus initiating something I thought would be good. The more I leaned into responding, following what excites me, and trusting the timing of things, the more my business got easier and easier because I wasn't constantly thinking, shit, how do I make my business successful? All I need to do as a generator is follow what excites me. And that concept was mind-blowing and difficult to get into the habit. But the more I leaned into my human design, the easier my business got. So, a recap. Generators and manifesting generators need to stop forcing and start responding to what excites you. Projectors, stop trying to hustle like everyone else around you. Go at your pace, wait, rest, and those invitations will show up. Manifestors, stop waiting for permission. There's no such thing. Own your power and initiate your amazing ideas. And reflectors, stop rushing. Take your time, trust your wisdom, everything will fall into place for you. If all you did today was start living a piece of your human design type or strategy, your life will be changed. The world will change because of you. If you haven't already, look up your human design chart, figure out your type, and start experimenting with your strategy. And start noticing in your day-to-day where you've been working against your natural energy. Start to find ways where you could slowly incorporate your human design into your work. The more it's going to get easier. It'll feel less like an uphill battle every day. And most importantly today, give yourself permission to start doing things your way. Human design isn't about rules, it's about freedom and joy and purpose and waking up excited. When you stop forcing yourself to fit into a mold and start trusting your energy, everything changes. I have a ton of resources for you to dig deeper into your human design. I'll leave the links below. I have embodiment journals so you could start fusing your human design into your day-to-day based on journal prompts. I have on-demand custom human design reports that are specific to your design so you could start learning and implementing your design into your business. And I also have human design readings where you could get a one-on-one reading with me, ask all the questions you have, and we could focus right where you need the most guidance. And of course, in all the work we do, everything ties back to business strategy so you could start implementing what you learn about your human design right into your work. If this episode resonated with you, I'd love for you to share it, leave a review, and let me know your biggest takeaway. And until next time, keep rebelling, keep rising. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Rebel to Rise, where business meets human design. I hope you feel inspired to break free from those shoulds in your life and trust your inner compass as you create a life and business that truly lights you up. Remember, every day is a chance to rebel against the ordinary and rise into your authentic power. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with a fellow rebel who's ready to lead their lives unapologetically. Until next time, keep trusting your intuition, keep breaking the rules, and most importantly, keep rising.